Have you ever wondered why some elderly people can maintain this steady gait and flexible legs? As we enter the golden autumn of life, maintaining lower limb strength not only affects our daily activities but is also closely related to our autonomy in life, psychological confidence, and personalized quality of life. However, many middle-aged and elderly people find that their leg muscle strength gradually declines, and basic movements such as climbing stairs and standing for a long time are increasingly becoming a challenge. If we tell you that there is a natural solution that allows you to still have strong legs as you age, would you like to know about it? This issue of the health column will deeply analyze 3 key groups of vitamins. They can effectively increase muscle mass, promote circulation and metabolism, and inhibit chronic inflammation, which are the core elements for maintaining lower limb function. If you are facing the trouble of difficult movement or are worried about the continuous loss of muscle strength, the content of this special topic is worth reading in its entirety. At the end of the article, we will reveal the daily maintenance tips. Only a small amount of supplementation is needed daily to provide long-term maintenance for the lower limb motor system. It is especially noted that the third nutrient mentioned at the end of the list is often overlooked by the public, but it has a significant effect on improving lower limb endurance and explosive power. Before sharing the knowledge, here is a warm reminder. If you haven't followed this health channel yet, please click to subscribe and turn on the push to receive scientific health preservation information in a timely manner. If the content has inspired you, welcome to Leave a Message Harvest. If you have any suggestions for improvements, please leave a message optimized to help us improve our knowledge service. Now, let's start the health journey. Chapter 1. The Musculoelastic Protection of Sunshine Vitamin. Vitamin E3 is a golden nutrient for maintaining lower limb function. This fat-soluble substance dominates 3 core functions: the regulation of calcium and phosphorus metabolism, the maintenance of bone density, and neuromuscular coordination. When the body's D3 reserve is insufficient, not only will muscle fibers be lost more quickly, but the bone structure will also become porous. Even basic movements like getting up from a chair may lead to movement disorders. Clinical studies have shown that the risk of accidental fractures in people with insufficient vitamin E concentration is 2.3 times higher than that in people with normal values. If you have difficulty standing and balancing or notice a significant decrease in lower limb endurance, these may be warning signs of nutrient deficiency sent by the body. Simple self-detection guide. After the end of daily activities, observe whether there are any abnormalities in the lower limbs, such as unexplained soreness or muscle tremors at rest. These subtle signs may be early indications of vitamin E3 deficiency. Analysis of natural supplementation solutions. Irradiation with ultraviolet B can activate the skin's synthesis mechanism. It is recommended to expose the forearm to the sun for 15 minutes daily. However, it should be noted that the epidermal conversion efficiency decreases by 40 after the age of 50. At this time, dietary supplementation should be emphasized. Deep-sea fish rich in D3, such as Atlantic salmon and sardines, are recommended. Health Decoding the Double Nutrient Key to Protecting Lower Limb Function: A Scientific Maintenance Guide of Vitamins B12 and C. Chapter 2. The Muscle Strength Code of the Nervous System Guardian. Have you noticed the unexplained muscle strength decline, persistent fatigue, or even a crawling-like sensation in your lower limbs? This may be due to the body's lack of a ketoenzyme that maintains neuromuscular health. Vitamin B12. This water-soluble vitamin eliminates 3 physiological processes: the synthesis of nerve myelin, the activation of hematopoietic function, and the transportation of oxygen molecules, all of which are closely related to lower limb motor function. When the B12 reserve is insufficient, it may lead to abnormal peripheral nerve conduction, manifested as decreased limb coordination, imbalance in muscle tone, and even abnormal sensations. Epidemiological studies have shown that the deficiency rate of B12 in people over 50 years old is as high as 39.7, which is directly related to the disorder of intrinsic factor synthesis caused by the decrease in gastric acid secretion. Self-test for typical deficiency symptoms. Do your lower limbs feel as heavy as lead in the morning? Do you experience intermittent paralysis when walking? These signals may indicate a conduction block at the neuromuscular junction. Analysis of efficient supplementation strategies. Natural B12 is mainly found in grass-fed beef, deep-sea shellfish, and fermented dairy products. A daily microsupplementation plan is especially recommended. Incorporate nutritional yeast containing fortified B12 into breakfast oatmeal or fruit and vegetable smoothies. Clinical observations have shown that after 6-8 weeks of continuous supplementation, 71 of the subjects reported an improvement in exercise endurance and enhanced proprioception. Chapter 3. The Regeneration Code of Joint Lubricants. Do you encounter joint stiffness in the morning? Do you experience joint popping or limited range of motion during daily activities? This may be due to the obstruction of joints' synovial fluid production caused by insufficient collagen synthesis. The core lies in the antioxidant protection of vitamin C. This water-soluble antioxidant is not only an essential cofactor for collagen fiber synthesis but also neutralizes the free radical attack in the joint cavity. When the vitamin C level drops by 30, it can lead to the accelerated degradation of cartilage matrix and cause oxidative stress damage. Upgraded maintenance plan. It is recommended to supplement daily in divided doses with a combination of citrus fruits and bell peppers, and cooperate with Acade dairy powder, a natural concentrated source of vitamin C, and eat it with Greek yogurt to double guarantee the repair of synovial tissue. If this series of content helps you build a scientific maintenance understanding, welcome to Leave a Message to help spread the knowledge. Keep following us and you will unlock more secrets of maintaining the motor system. Health Decoding: the dual keys to joint maintenance, the synergistic protection of vitamin C and K2. Chapter 4. The Regeneration Code of Joint Lubrication Factor. Do you notice any abnormalities in your knee joints when walking or an abnormally long recovery period after exercise? These signs may be signals from the body that the vitamin C reserve is running low. Although the public generally believes that vitamin C is only related to immunity, in fact, it plays 3 core roles in maintaining lower limb function: the center of collagen fiber synthesis, the hub of joints' synovial fluid metabolism, and the catalyst for muscle repair. Life science has revealed that vitamin C catalyzes the transformation of procollagen by activating prohydrochlysm. This structural protein accounts for 70% of the cartilage matrix. After the age of 40, the collagen production rate decreases by 1.5 annually, directly leading to the thinning of the joint cushion and the decline in movement coordination. Self-test for typical deficiency signs. Are your joints as stiff as a rusty machine in the morning? Do you often experience joint popping during daily activities? These are the early warning signs of collagen network damage. However, the protection of vitamin C does not stop there. As a water-soluble antioxidant, they can neutralize the free radical groups produced by exercise and block the chain of chronic inflammation reactions. Studies have shown that for every 20 mol increase in plasma vitamin C concentration, the level of the inflammatory factor IL-6 in the joints and synovial fluid can be reduced by 34. Efficient supplementation plan. It is recommended to ingest citrus fruits, blood oranges are preferred. Berries. The vitamin C contents of Australa cherry powder is 30 times that of fresh oranges, and bell pepper salad in divided doses daily. Clinical follow-up has shown that after 8 weeks of continuous supplementation, 79 of the subjects reported an improvement in joint flexibility and a 40% shortening of the exercise recovery period. Chapter 5. The Metabolic Key to the Directional Transport of Bone Calcium. If you want to build a truly stable lower limb support system, in addition to muscle maintenance, you also need precise bone calcium metabolism management. This is the unique value of vitamin K2. This fat-soluble vitamin achieves the directional deposition of calcium ions by activating the ostacylcholine protein OC. Analysis of the metabolic mechanism. The cardiac deacetylcholine activated by G is like an intelligent navigation system and accurately transports blood calcium to the trabecular bone. At the same time, it activates the matrix GLA protein MGP to remove abnormal calcium deposits in the blood vessel wall. The Journal of Orthopedic Research has confirmed that for every 10G increase in Kd intake, the risk of hip fracture decreases by 9. Typical deficiency manifestations: increased vertical lines on the nails, frequent calf cramps at night, and an increased arterial calcification score. These signals indicate calcium metabolism disorders. Diet optimization plan. Focus on consuming fermented foods such as nata containing 900 g of K to per 100 g. German-style sauerkraut, and Gouda cheese. It is recommended to match with fermented soy products rich in MK7-K2. A daily intake of 10 g can meet the demand. Health Decoding: the triple synergy maintenance of lower limb function optimization K2. magnesium, and E. Continued from the vitamin K optimization plan. For those who prefer convenient supplementation, it is recommended to include the fermentation product of Bacillus subtilis, such as freeze-dried nuts powder, in the daily diet. A 5g dose can meet the daily K requirements. Clinical studies have confirmed that after 3 months of continuous supplementation with MK7IK2, the lumbar spine bone density can be increased by 2.7, and the joint stiffness index can be reduced by 41. Chapter 5. The metabolic key of the muscle rhythm regulator. Do you frequently experience gastronections, muscle spasms? Or do you notice unexplained metabolic myasthenia in your lower limbs? These may be biological signals of the depletion of the body's magnesium reserve. This electrolyte mineral dominates more than 300 enzymatic reactions, especially playing a central role in neuromuscular conduction and adenosine triphosphate AP metabolism. Biochemical effects of magnesium deficiency: abnormal opening of calcium ion channels, leading to muscle tonic contractions, dysfunction of the sodium-potassium pump, resulting in the imbalance of the cell membrane resting potential. The Journal of Sports Medicine has pointed out that for every 0.1 mol decrease in serum magnesium, the risk of nocturnal lower limb cramps increases by 23. Precise supplementation plan. It is recommended to consume 20 g of pumpkin seed kernels daily with a magnesium content of 160 mg 100 g, combined with Brazil nuts and buckwheat flakes. Studies have shown that after 8 weeks of continuous supplementation, the frequency of gastronections, muscle spasms in the subjects decreased by 67, and the perceived patient balance ability increased by 29. Chapter 6. The microcircuit optimization factor. Do you often feel abnormal temperature sensation in your lower limbs? Do you experience spitting edema in the shank anterior region after sitting for a long time? These signs indicate the presence of peripheral microcircuit disorders. As a fat-soluble antioxidant, vitamin E improves blood circulation through a dual mechanism: 1. Inhibiting the oxidation of low-density lipoproteins and maintaining the integrity of the vascular involvia. 2. Enhancing the deformability of red blood cells and improving the capillary perfusion efficiency. Clinical data evidence: for every 5 mol increase in plasma vitamin E concentration, the ankle brachial index ABI improves by 0.7, and the superficial vein return velocity in the lower limbs increases by 18. Efficient intake plan. Focus on choosing cold-pressed vegetable oils such as wheat germ oil 149 mg 15 ml and sunflower seed oil. It is recommended to match with 30 g of almonds daily containing 26 mg of VU per 100 g and use intermittent pressure stockings, which can increase the microcircuit improvement effect by 42. Health Decoding: the ultimate guide to lower limb circulation optimization, the vascular rejuvenation revolution of vitamin E. Chapter 6. The microcircuit system activation factor. As a core fat-soluble nutrient for maintaining lower limb function, vitamin E empowers the motor system through a triple mechanism: 1. Regulating the metabolism of arachidonic acid and inhibiting abnormal platelet aggregation. 2. Protecting the structure of the vascular endothelial glycocalyx and maintaining the permeability of capillaries. 3. Enhancing the flexibility of the red blood cell membrane and improving the peripheral oxygen uptake efficiency. Circulation research has confirmed that the daily intake of 15 mg of tocopherol can increase the ankle joint blood perfusion volume by 27 and accelerate the lactate clearance rate by 33 after exercise. Typical improvement manifestations: an increase in foot skin temperature by 1.52, an extension of the intermittent claudication distance by 40, and the disappearance of muscle tremors at rest. Precise supplementation plan. Cold-pressed wheat germ oil containing 10.3 mg of V per 5 ml is recommended, combined with 30 g of almonds as an afternoon snack. Clinical follow-up has shown that after 90 days of continuous supplementation, the average score of the 6-minute walk test of the subjects increased by 8 meters. Final chapter: the decoding of the lower limb health nutrition matrix. Maintaining motor function requires building a 5-in-1 nutrition support system. 1. The foundation of bones and muscles, vitamin E3. It activates osteobist differentiation factors and maintains the cross-sectional area of type I muscle fibers. The recommended serum 25-OHD concentration is 50 ml. 2. Nerve conduction, vitamin B12. It promotes the synthesis of myelin phospholypids and regulates the activity of glycogen reductase. It is recommended to regularly test the level of methylmalonic acid. 3. Joint protection, vitamin C. It catalyzes the synthesis of hydroxyproleins and scavenges free radicals in the synovium. It is necessary to ensure the stability of plasma concentration by taking it in divided doses daily. 4. Calcium metabolism, vitamin K to MT7. It activates the carbocylation of acetylcholine and inhibits the process of vascular calcification. Fermented soybean products are a high-quality source. 5. Microcirculatin, vitamin E to cophro. It maintains the normal platelet aggregation threshold and protects the activity of endothelial nitric oxide synthase. Please leave a message 5 to unlock the personalized nutrition plan and share the maintenance strategy that you plan to practice first.